we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over. The back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Again, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like the one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Quick hitch, complete. It's McDonald. And a nice gain of 21 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see it.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Newton now to throw. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Newton eluding the pressure right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Completes it to Dixon. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This one complete to Devin Funchess. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Hargrave busting through to get him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. And the inaugural carry here for Fonzie Whitaker. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Mario Addison in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Mario Addison in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back up. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. and good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's second down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone will pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. To throw is Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, with that incompletion, a chance to discuss the Pro Bowl happened January 28th, just a few miles from your house there in Orlando.
Yeah, how about that? A lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm for the Pro Bowl. You do hear the critics talk about it, but for a lot of NFL fans, closest they're going to get to an NFL game. They love to go to this one, support their team, of course, support the league, and it's a lot of fun for them. Even though it rained during the game this time, fans still had a good time.
AFC won second consecutive year, and the second year it's been held in Orlando after all those years in Hawaii. I'm still getting adjusted to that.
Yeah, I think we all are. The players are, but those with families, they're having a great time bringing them to all the things that you can get in the Orlando area for your kids.
On second down, it's Bell. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Two minutes to play here. And 4. They'll go again with Bell. And a short gain there down.
About his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Throwing again. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Newton on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Second down now after the incompletion. And the wideout in motion. On 2nd and 10, Newton. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, it's Newton. It's caught right side, Dixon. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the red zone now, Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. A good pickup there at 22. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Newton throwing again. Dancing to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me?
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be a third and about 13. They fake the give. Newton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. With it is Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
No, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
So they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good court. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And some room to roam now. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On the counter, here's Bell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting it.
Red zone opportunity. First carry for James Conner. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Star Lotulelei. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6 and 10 after a Super Bowl appearance. The pass rush wasn't a problem for them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from the 20. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory. That good for 19 and a first down. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Newton now on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Time for a break. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Newton now to throw. And the tight end Olsen, right side. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They snap it to Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
How will they handle it? Let's find out. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touch.
Rather you than from Port of Miami. It's been a journey. Ain't nothing changed. A little stronger, a little wiser. Maybe a little more